Alright guys, so this is a remake of a video I just did a while ago explaining my diet. For some reason it's not letting me upload to YouTube, so I'm gonna try remaking it again and we'll see. Maybe the old video will actually end up being uploaded, but in the meantime I'm just gonna go over what the diet I'm gonna be doing for this series is. So like I mentioned in my intro video, meal one is going to be that 2 cups of egg whites, just as a convenience factor. I mean, I could do whole eggs with egg whites, and I know I could scramble them beforehand and meal prep and everything, but if I'm going to be consistent with this diet, then I need to be 100% consistent, and I need to stick to something that I'm going to be doing throughout the entire time. Because if I make any changes, then I have to let you guys know, and I want to try to stick to something for a period of time without changing a whole bunch of variables at once. So meal one's going to be 2 cups of egg whites. We're going to do 3/4 cup of oats, and then a cup of fruit, which I'm going to do blueberries. I prefer doing like the frozen blueberries, typically from Walmart. They're just convenient. You can just throw them in with your oats, and they're also a little bit more consistent with how many carbs you're getting. So 1 cup of blueberries is about 17 grams of carbohydrates, whereas if I went and got bananas, you would have to go out and weigh them out and everything. So in order to get consistent carb selection. But whereas you're getting the frozen fruit, 1 cup is pretty much going to be on point to what the nutrition label is saying. So next meal, and once again, referring back to the previous video, depending on my work situation, it's either going to be one or the other. If I do option 1, it's going to be 6 ounces of chicken with a cup of rice. And now I'm using jasmine rice. Of course, you could use brown rice or anything, but I think jasmine tastes better. And I'm not really too concerned about the GI rating on the rice at this moment. And then half an avocado for healthy fats. And then if I'm not able to eat a whole meal at this time, we'll just do option 2. And that's going to be 2 scoops of whey isolate, 3/4 cup of oats, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So I tried to choose something in which the macros would line up pretty similar with the first option. So 2 scoops of whey is going to yield it's going to be a little bit more protein than the chicken. It's going to be about 48 grams of protein. Cup of rice, and the rice I'm using is 42 grams of carbs per cup. 3/4 cup of oats is going to be actually 40.5 grams, so pretty similar. And then with the avocado and the tablespoon of olive oil, the fats are pretty much going to line up equal. The only thing that might differ would be the amount of poly and monounsaturated fats, but that's not something I'm too concerned about. So meal 3, that's going to stay consistent. That's, again, 6 ounces of chicken. I put or fish because I might change to fish later on. I just get tired of chicken really fast, especially baked chicken. It just gets old. And I'm not doing like a contest prep or anything, so I'm not too concerned about switching over to fish. However, it is getting close to summertime, so grilling is going to be happening. And honestly, grilling chicken is a lot better in my opinion. It just tastes so much better than baking it. Baking it just dries it out, and then you throw it in the microwave, dries it out even further. So probably gonna stick with chicken for now, but if I do switch to fish, I'll let you guys know. And they're pretty similar again in terms of protein content. For 4 ounces of or 6 ounces of chicken with 6 ounces of fish, they're going to be pretty similar. So I switched it up and did almonds for my fats, and then a cup of rice. And I just did almonds because, well, personally, I like almonds, and I think they have a good fat profile. They add a little bit of carbohydrates. I'm not really concerned about that. And something with nuts are just a little bit more satiating than doing something like avocado. And then meal 4, I just went ahead and put 2 scoops away. Basically the same thing as this. Just because of, depending on how I'm going to be able to eat at work. I chose something that would be easy and convenient to do. So this is just something I can mix at home before I leave for work. I could put one meal and then another meal in 2 separate shaker bottles, and then whenever I'm ready to eat them, just drink them down. It takes like a minute to drink or whatever. Just a lot faster to do than sitting down for a whole meal. I prefer to do a whole meal, but if this is what I have to do it, then I'll do it. It's not that big of a deal. Meal 5 is going to be my pre-workout meal. 8 ounces of lean beef. Gonna try to do. I'm probably going to be doing 90% lean, just because that's what I believe that's what they have at Costco, and I like buying in bulk and then just prepping stuff. It's cheaper to buy in bulk. I don't know if they have 93.7. I've used that in the past. You get a little bit higher protein content, of course, but it's a little bit drier. But 90-10 should suffice for this right now. And then again, a cup of rice and a tablespoon of olive oil. And I always like doing beef pre and post workout. It's something I've just always done, and I just really like it. Notice that doing a couple 2 to 3 red meat meals a day when I'm dieting actually has really good results on my physique. So I'm going to try with 2 red beef meals right now. And then, of course, as the series progresses, we'll change factors and see what else I'm going to do. But as far as now I'm concerned, 2 red beef meals a day. So intra-workout, initially to start off with, put Gatorade. And the more I think about it, I'll probably strike that out and just do Carblan, because that's going to give me 50 grams of carbohydrates. I get a little less bloated from doing Carblan. It's not dextrose, so it's just not pure sugar. I think it's a potato rice mixture. And you get some good pumps from it. Gets into your system faster and gives you a little bit more sustained energy than doing just pure dextrose. So as far as now, I'll be keeping Carblan in. So we got meal 6, which is going to be pretty much the same as this one, except for I'm doing half a cup of rice and a cup of fruit. So little insulin spiking there to help get some good nutrients in after a workout. And the fruit is going to be blueberries, just as meal 1. And then right before bed, 2 scoops of white isolate and a tablespoon of peanut butter, just to help keep satiated throughout the night. Curb your appetite, and keep you fuller longer. So macro breakdown, it's kind of high protein. Well, I'm basing all of these numbers off of what I've done in the past and what I've noticed gives me really good results in the past. So I decided to kind of make that, I guess, my baseline to start off initially with this diet. So protein's at 314, fats 110, carbs 312. And like I said before, this has worked out good for me. I'm going to see how it goes for a while, and if I want to change things up, then I'll change things up. And if I do change things up, carbs and protein are going to be the big ones. Fats make tweak around with them a little bit, but protein and carbs are kind of be the big ones I'll be playing with. I do respond well with higher fats, so if I did drop, let's say, the protein or the carbs, then up the fats a little bit, and I think I did good with that. So this is just going to be my initial baseline of what I'm starting off with my diet. And then as I progress with the series, if I do happen to change things, take things out from the diet, add things into the diet, I'll be keeping you guys 100% updated and informed on that. Like I said previously, I want to keep this 100% open and honest, and I want to make it, as informative and educational as possible. So just going to be showing you guys how changing different variables can create such dramatic changes on your physique, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with this series. All right, next video I'll make is going to be about training styles and cardio that I'll be doing. Until then, peace out, bye.